I never imagined a weekend at Lake Monroe could change everything. My name is Madison, and I am married to my high school sweetheart, Ryan. His laugh used to chase away every storm in my life. Until now. We planned a weekend getaway with his closest friends. We wanted the freedom of the outdoors, the smell of pine trees, and the calm of still waters. I was excited to escape the grind, to reconnect under wide open skies. But that campsite held whispers and shadows, and I found myself teetering on the edge of a betrayal I never expected. I am 32, a graphic designer, always hunched over my laptop, dreaming of open spaces. Being outdoors makes me feel alive, heart racing, skin tingling with the freedom of the wild. Ryan is 34, a firefighter. His hands bear the marks of hard work, but his laugh could light up any room. We have been together for over a decade, married for 8 years. Our bond is solid, but the spark sometimes flickers in the mundane day-to-day. Ryan is adventurous, fun-loving, sometimes a little reckless. This weekend, though, felt different. We were joined by 4 of his closest friends. Logan, 35, a professional photographer, charming and sharp-witted, with a flirtatious streak that catches you off guard. Dylan, 33, a software engineer, quiet, observant, with an intensity that makes you wonder what he's thinking. Ryan, 36, a chef, loud, larger than life, filling the campsite with energy. And Ethan, 31, a nurse, calm, grounding, steady amidst the chaos. Being the only woman, I had always maintained polite distance. This weekend promised a reset, a chance to reconnect with Ryan and breathe. Packing for the trip was ritualistic. Fishing rods, coolers, sleeping bags, the old tent we had used since our first camping trip. The drive was full of laughter, teasing memories, and Ryan's hand brushing mine as he drove. That small contact made my heart flutter. The first morning at the lake was magical. Birds sang through crisp dawn air, coffee brewing over the campfire. Ryan and I were alone by the water, casting our lines. His hand brushed mine accidentally, lingered for a heartbeat. I felt the familiar warmth, the comfort of years together. We laughed softly, teasing each other about tangled lines. I felt his gaze on me as I adjusted my hair, and he leaned closer under the pretense of helping with the fishing line. His thumb brushed the side of my hand, slow and deliberate. My pulse quickened. For a fleeting moment, it felt like we were the only 2 people in the world. Logan approached, teasing and flirting, his grin playful. I laughed, caught off guard by the attention. A spark of warmth ran through me, confusing and thrilling. Dylan stayed quiet, scribbling in his notebook, observing. Ryan's energy filled the campsite, telling stories and laughing loudly. Ethan helped me bait my hook, his calm touch grounding me. As the day passed, more intimate moments emerged. Ryan and I leaned close during lunch, sharing whispered jokes, brushing shoulders, lingering in embraces too long to be casual. At one point, he cupped my face in his hands, kissed me softly on the lips, and whispered how much he had missed me while we were busy with work. My stomach fluttered, and I realized how deeply I still loved him, despite the underlying tension that I could feel bubbling beneath the surface. The sun dipped lower, casting golden light across the lake. Ryan had a few beers, laughter slipping into sloppiness. He stumbled near the shore, tripped over fishing gear, landing in a mess. The guys laughed, I joined, but my heart was twisting with a mix of affection and guilt. I draped a blanket over him, and for a moment, I just watched him breathe, the warmth of him comforting me amidst the chaos. That night, I was awoken by a soft zip of the tent. Logan slipped inside, whispering he could not sleep. Confusion mixed with unease ran through me. His hand brushed mine in the dim light. He whispered close to my ear, sending shivers down my spine. In that quiet space, seeking comfort, I hugged him. His arms were warm, strong, grounding me in a storm of emotions I could barely name. For a moment, we stayed wrapped in each other's embrace, breaths mingling. His lips brushed the side of my face in a soft, fleeting kiss. My chest tightened, torn between guilt and the spark of connection. I pulled back, heart pounding, aware of the line we had almost crossed. The night was electric with unspoken tension. Morning came heavy with guilt. Ryan still slept peacefully by the lake, oblivious. The others emerged from tents, faces a mix of casualness and hidden tension. Ethan pulled me aside, insisting we needed to clear the air with Ryan. I shook my head, panic-stricken. The thought of confronting him, telling him what had almost happened, sent me into a spiral of fear. Packing up camp was mechanical. The drive home was silent. Ryan sat beside me, glancing occasionally, suspicion flickering in his eyes. Every touch, every shared memory reminded me of what I had done, what I had almost done. Weeks later, the guilt did not fade. I threw myself into work, avoiding conversations, avoiding Ryan's gaze, afraid of the trust one had jeopardized. Every moment of tenderness, every brush of his hand, reminded me of the betrayal that lingered in the shadows of that weekend. Even in the absence of the friends involved, the memory haunted me. I saw shadows in every glance, every gesture, wondering if Ryan suspected, if the trust could ever be fully repaired. This story is about love, temptation, guilt, and the fragile moments that define us. Now I want to ask you, the viewer, what would you have done in my place? Would you tell the truth or bury the secret forever? If this story moved you, please like, share, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss another story like this.